What's up, guys? It's Renard back here with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my thoughts on who I think should move up to the main roster next in WWE. Now, we haven't had many people moving up. We've seen LA Knight move up and change his character. We've seen Gunther move up, but we didn't get those we didn't get many, I should say, after WrestleMania call-ups. But SummerSlam is right around the corner, and I think it would be a perfect opportunity with kind of this new management and kind of this new, I think, era we're going into with the WWE to start bringing up some new people and start to have some more people to create storylines with. So these are just 5 people in no particular order that I think should be moving up next to the main roster, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. But first up, we have Cameron Grimes. Now, Cameron Grimes, he's done all I feel like he could do on NXT. I don't see him winning the NXT Championship. I just feel like he's not a main event player yet. The North American Championship, I feel like that was kind of the title he could have won, and he did win it, but then lost it back to Carmelo Hayes, so I feel like he's just kind of hit this roadblock, and there's nowhere else for him to go. So I just think it would be a good decision to move him to the main roster, and probably have him feud with, like, the likes of AJ Styles, people like Ricochet, like, people I feel like he could have so many more great matches with. That I feel like he wouldn't be able to have if he was still on NXT. And plus, he's been on NXT for a while now. So I think Cameron Grimes should move up next. Next up, we have Indy Heart. Well, now, Indy I was a little bit on the fence with, because I feel like she could be the one to take the title off of Mandy. But I don't know, because the way that her booking is, I mean, she came in, obviously she was just built to lose. Well, she was booked to lose, I should say. Because when you start off, you're not supposed to win that many matches. And then she kind of had a good thing going with Candice LeRae and The Way. But then Candice got pregnant, Johnny left, Theory went to the main roster. So now she was kind of just with her and Dexter. And then Dexter got released, and her former tag team partner, Persia Parada, got released. So now she's kind of just there. Like, she's not in any storyline. She is kind of... We've seen that she had a match with Lash Legend last week. But she kind of is just, like, stuck. And I feel like she's just hit a wall in NXT. That I feel like she's just... Her time to win the NXT Women's title is up. They lost that opportunity. So I think she should just move up. Because I feel like she is more of a main roster kind of person than an NXT kind of person. If you get what I'm trying to say. But I think Indy should move up. Next up, we have Grayson Waller. Now, Grayson Waller, he was a surprise that I put on this list, but I feel like it would make perfect sense. I mean, he's already had that feud, and he's appeared on Monday Night Raw with AJ Styles. And I feel like he's been introduced to the main audience. Not everybody watches NXT that watch Raw and SmackDown, so he's been introduced to the main roster audience. And then so, even though it was just for a couple of weeks, people have like a knowing of who he is. So it would be great to see him on the main roster. I'm a fan of Grayson Waller, and I feel like he just has that kind of persona that, similar to Indy, that I just feel like he's more of a main roster kind of person than an NXT kind of person, if you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think he should move up. And next up, we have Io Shirai. Now, Io, it's weird because if you guys don't know, she does have her... I don't know if her contract is up already, or if it's coming up. But her contract is supposed to come up, and she wants to go to the main roster. I don't know if they are negotiating with her to bring her to the main roster, or if they just don't want to put her up there. But I think Io would be phenomenal on the main roster. I mean, we're not going to probably see Naomi or Sasha, so those are two, like, matches that I would have loved to see from Io, but imagine Io versus Charlotte one-on-one, Io versus Rhea one-on-one, Io versus Bianca one-on-one. I mean, there's so many great matches Io could have. I mean, imagine Natalia versus... There's so many great matches I feel like Io could have. But if she does, I want her to be a heel, because I want to see heel Io back. But I just think it's been long overdue to get Io on the main roster. And there's kind of nothing left for her to do. She's won the NXT Women's title, held it for 300 plus days. She won the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. And then she's also won the Women's Dusty Tag Team Classic. So there's really nothing else for her to do on NXT. And it would kind of just, I feel like, digress her kind of... Not her... Like, it would digress her in a type of way to just keep being on NXT. And next, this person... He is kind of, I feel like he will go straight to the main roster after he loses the title. And that is Carmelo Hayes. Now, Carmelo Hayes, he is a phenomenal... I feel like he's just a well-rounded person. He's similar to somebody that I feel like he is kind of that it... He has that it factor. He's great in the ring. He's great on the mic. He has a great look. And I just feel like once he loses that NXT North American title, he is going to go straight to the main roster and just be a phenomenal kind of person on that roster, whatever roster he goes to. But I just feel like he is such, like he's one of the, he won the NXT Breakout Star Tournament. He's a 2-time North American champion. I would like to see him maybe possibly beat Braun Breaker for the NXT title. But I just feel like he is just having so much momentum as the A-champ that I feel like he would have so much more to do on the main roster and so many amazing stories. I imagine Carmelo Hayes versus Seth Rollins, or like Dolph Ziggler or Ricochet. Like, he could put on such great matches with anybody on the main roster, and I would love to see it. But that was just my short little video for you guys. Leave your comments down below on some people that you think should move up next to the main roster. These are just my personal opinions and people I would personally like to see go to the main roster. But leave your opinions down in the comment section below on your list and how you think of my list. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, champs.